again, when have me and April gone out on a cruise or anywhere, or me and Kathy gone anywhere?
Well, not to say that y'all have gone anywhere. Like, for instance, like when you told us, you know, after the house was built and stuff like that, and April first visit being the first person to come here, like I didn't know about that.
So April just showed up. I didn't say, April, you come and see the house first. Y'all jokers intentionally planned, and then let me tell you what really ticked me off. Big head called mama, yeah, and told mama, and then messy Eara says, oh, they gonna have a good time. This is how she does it. Oh, Trinnett, I wonder what time they leave on their cruise. And I said,
no,
what cruise?
Didn't.
I said, what cruise? And she go, oh Lord. I'm like, you know I ain't know nothing about no cruise. You and plotted and planned that, and then tried to figure out how to let me know. And I was like, why we ain't getting to buy no cruise? She said they are twins, and their husbands are. So she knew the whole story. Their husbands always plan something, so they just wanted to go away together. I was like, oh, okay then. I'm gonna be Patty, and I'm gonna take Kathy somewhere October for her birthday, and y'all ain't coming.
Well, that's not gonna be right.
Out here.
But Earica, that is not your birthday to say that you gonna take it.
Okay.
Now, if you do that with you know what?
I'm gonna have my birthday party, and I'm not inviting you.
I'm gonna come.
No, you're not, because you're not gonna buy. I'm gonna tell you the day before. We're gonna have everything purchased, and then you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to find out on social media. The same way we're gonna have matching dresses on.
No, y'all didn't find
colors.
out on social media.
I found out the day before y'all were boarding that doggone plane. I didn't say anything. I text y'all. You ain't say nothing, so I was like, nah, I know they, cause I know you. Mouthy. She was like, what you talking about? I was like, okay. You didn't say anything. I was like, that's that guilt right there. I said, I'm gonna get her. And I text April. I said, did you know anything? She said no. And then Kathy said, I ain't know nothing either. And I'm right there in Jacksonville.
Because I know you
and
can be petty sometime, and you was gonna carry on and on. But you know what, Earica? If that hurt your feelings, I am sorry. I am sorry, because we do plan our birthdays and most of the out of town trips and stuff together. So you know what? I am sorry.
I'll accept your apology in a couple of days. But right now I want to focus on the fact that I just need a little time. Cause what I feel like is you done planned this apology to shut me up.
No.
Cause this is
I mean, what can you do?
Cause you knew ahead of time what y'all was doing. You knew I was gonna see it on social media. You ignored all my gifts and all my comments on social media. So then when I said something to April, and I said, April, y'all go walking and running 2 or 3 times a week. You promised you ain't say nothing. She said you ain't even mentioned it to her.
I didn't.
How long before y'all had planned that trip?
It was like a month.
So you had 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Where you knew you was going on a cruise, but then you must have tell mama.
No, actually, cause actually talks to her almost every other day.
Right. And so they had a conversation. But I know
her to know.
She wanted her to know that y'all was going on a cruise.
Right. She felt like if we let mama know, then
that's
fine.
Don't tell it.
That's fine. But I didn't even know she was calling her. But she talks to her like that. So she felt the need. She let mama know that that's what we was doing, and that's what it was. That's what it was.
I'm gonna accept your apology in a couple of days, but you ain't going on my birthday trip. I feel it in my spirit.
Earica, you need to stop.
I gotta pay you back. Even my husband was like,
Brian,
you know, Brian ain't really that petty. He was like,
oh, he's so messy.
he said, well, when they go on their fishing trips, they don't invite us, and they know I like to fish. And I was like, you right. They don't even invite y'all. Don't even invite my husband to go fishing. Y'all know he got alligators and stuff.
Has invited Brian. He invited him to come to the racing.
I ain't talking about no racing. We don't do no racing. I don't go to no race.
Honestly, we didn't know Brian fished like that. I'm not
That's
serious.
shady. That's shady right now.
You know my husband like he don't fish because he got a saltwater fish out there in a pond. So he know he don't fish like that. So we didn't know.
I'm telling her.
With his message, but I'm gonna get him.
He said, oh, and because he didn't see any of my posts, he was like, oh, so did you know Trinnett was going on a cruise? I said, and Mama said, Brian, the feelings are high right now. I said, we don't want to talk about it. I was hot for a few days, and y'all tried to ignore me a few times, and I was like, it's all good. But it's, you know, I get it. I get the twinsy thing. I get, you know, the sister, and that's what I kind of felt like. I was like, well, was this a blood sister objective?
No.
Okay, it was just.
No, it was just basic, pretty much just what I told you. And you know, and I did enjoy the time for, you know, because we always, even outside of birthdays, I'm always with you all or whatever. So I enjoyed the time to like really spend some time with you.
And that's what I like. Yeah, well, we haven't done anything together since New York. So I was like, okay. And usually I'm always expecting y'all to do something for your birthday. And I gotta be honest, like the timing, because during that time when y'all did your birthday, I was actually getting ready to do a transfer, so I couldn't have gone anyway. But I was like, I would have loved to have said, I can't participate. Yeah. You know, it was just kind of like, dang, you know, okay, that's what we doing now?
As in your words, noted, and that won't, you know, happen again. But, you know, we wasn't trying to, like, I would never purposely try to leave, just intentionally just leave y'all out of, you know, being a part, because we've always did stuff like that. But, you know, just some other stuff that played in that. But I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings.
I'll forgive you in a couple of days.
Harry, you just...
It is what it is. I just feel like, you know, maybe I need a public apology or something. We'll see how we work it out.
Honey, I love you and I'm sorry.
Raggedy. Raggedy. Where that other one at? That one that messy boot.
Listen, that's a whole nother story.
Listen. How long she gonna work out before she lose some weight? What is she doing?
Oh my God.
She gotta stop eating so much. Cause I feel like she working out, but I ain't seeing her lose no weight. She still eating Oreos. She was here last night eating Oreos late at night.
Can I just be candid? Would you like seriously? April will make a lot of excuses. If you want to change something, especially my concern is her being on high blood pressure medications. Like, you really young. And so it doesn't matter what we put in place, as much as we've been, you know, working out with this Team Fluffity, Team Fine thing, is that you result back to, you know, the old ways. Like, you got to stick with it, and you want to eat, and then you don't eat vegetables, you don't drink
nothing
water,
healthy, nothing. I'm like, I like the fact that she's and it looks like she's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, she is.
I like the fact that she's enjoying it, but you have to change. Like for me, even with, you know, I ain't gonna do what y'all doing. But even with the weight loss program that I'm on, when I go take those medications, I know, like, I have basically for that week, I can't do carbs, I can't do this. Right. She ain't pulling away from nothing. So to me, it's just like a counter approach. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why you
she
what you need to do, like a juicing?
She ain't gonna do juicing because she don't like. It's too many things that you got to cut. All the things that's necessary to lose weight. Like, even if we do the no carb thing, I'm like, write down the vegetables that you do eat, and if that's what you eat, then that's what you eat all the time. But there's no way you can do a no carb and you don't eat vegetables.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a weight loss challenge for 30 days.
That'll be good.
Okay. And so all us is that the alligator?
Well,
just the face out there. Okay, so we're gonna do a weight loss challenge for 30 days and see who can lose the most weight, and we capped it too. And then every week we'll come up with, okay, this week we only eating fruits and vegetables, or this week we only eating protein, chicken, whatever. Like, we'll do that to help her, cause if she keep eating Oreos, child, that but don't she got
this is them Debbie cakes, and she probably don't know. But I was like, you know, you still got to be, it's something going on outside of the exercising, because if you exercising the way that you are, then it's your diet.
Right. I'm like, I just really don't see what's happening.
Right.
I'm like, child.
But I think the weight loss challenge is gonna be good.
Didn't that she's medium?
If we doing any money in the challenge, like, what's the challenge gonna be now? Like, are we getting
whoever win at least 10 pounds get to go on my birthday trip. So this week I'm getting ready to do my transfer. This will be transfer number 7, and actually it is the last embryo.
that Brian and I have available. So I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I'm excited because 7 is a number of completion. I'm trying to be very, very positive. The completion means that finally the baby will be here. But there's, of course, that backdoor feeling in my head, like, does that mean this is the last option that I have? But again, trying to be very, very positive. On an emotional roller coaster. I need my family and my friends to understand where my headspace is, and it's crazy because if you've never experienced the loss of a child, if you've never experienced the struggle with getting pregnant, something that comes so naturally for others, you can't wrap your head around where people are in those emotions. And it's difficult for me to try to help other people cope with their emotions with my emotions. Like, I don't need to be worried about how you feel about how I'm acting. Like, I just need to be where I am. And so I got to be honest, like the past few months I've been very selfish about me and my headspace, and I need that. You know, I'm not willing to fake it for people anymore. You know, for so many years I faked, you know, that happy place in me and positive, but I'm scared. You know, this is my 7th time. The struggle has been real. I've lost 2 babies within the last year and a half, like 2 babies, you know, and I'm no longer apologizing for needing my mental space. I'm no longer apologizing for the distance. This is about me right now. This is about my emotions right now. So honestly, those people that can't understand that, it is what it is. You know, I'm grateful for the people that do and that send me those texts to say that I love you and I'm thinking about you, and they know, you know, I'm such a writer as a family member and a writer as a friend that I go hard for people. Like, hey, listen, you need me to pull up, I'm gonna pull up. Like, I'm that type of person when I'm in people's lives. So the fact that over the last few months I've been where I am, I'm not apologizing for that. You know, it is what it is, and I got to get through these next couple weeks, because after the transfer, of course, you have to wait like 2 weeks. That's the most difficult 2 weeks ever. And I know, you know, this one's gonna be difficult. We're doing it a different way this time. We're gonna try something different, but then, you know, the reality is, again, this is number 7. So just being positive and worried about me right now. All right, Stephanie, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
Good.
great. I'm ready.
All right, very good. So all looks great for today.
Okay.
Estrogen 365. Progesterone is still quiet, 0.26. So it's good. And then your lining is always great.
Okay.
It's like 11.07.
Okay.
We are going to proceed with your transfer.
Okay.
So that would be next Monday.
Okay.
So now, because the transfer is going to be on the sedation, you know how usually you have a transfer in the afternoon because it's on the sedation. Be prepared that it's gonna be in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the time for that will be given to you Saturday afternoon.
Okay, question.
Okay.
Now, with me doing it under sedation, what are we expecting to be different this time?
So, you know, maybe doctor, because I know that it's always a little bit difficult to get through the cervix.
Right.
So I think that's what to put you on the sedation to make the transfer a little bit easier.
Okay.
And then hopefully, you know, that will do the trick.
Okay.
Okay.
Will Brian be able to be present?
Yes. I mean, not in the OR because you're going to the OR.
Okay, we're OR.
So,
Okay.
but definitely he can, you know, come to the office. He can stay on site. It's just that, you know, when you go to the OR, he's not gonna be allowed to go, you know, through those doors.
Okay.
But otherwise, he can stay, you know, on site. And definitely, you need, you know, somebody anyways to drive you. And take you home because of the anesthesia.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
So you continue with your estrogen medication, same dose, frequency, and then tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. You start your progesterone oil.
Okay.
So that's 1 ml. And then you're going to take a second dose tomorrow night between 6 and 9 p.m. And then you continue every night at the same time. Again, don't go beyond 24 hours without taking your shot.
Okay.
But the first one is at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Got it. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
All right. You're welcome. We'll talk soon. Let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions, okay, between now and your transfer.
Will do. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh God, Earica took us to a restaurant that had a band. And boy, we had a good time. The food was just great. And my sister Cynthia, she loves having a ball. So Cynthia got up and started dancing. And boy, we laughed so. And then guys was coming together to dance with them.
You see my Aunt Cynthia. Always been the exact same. Growing up, she was like my second mama, I'd stay with her, or if my mama made me mad, I'd whisper on the phone and be like, Auntie, you come get me, and she always came and got me, and she let the boys call, she even let them come over. Y'all come over and go swimming together, whatever. Shh, don't tell my mama. But yeah, she was just that real auntie, and so to see her now, get a little older, but she still like to have a good time and dance and have a good time. And so I'm just cherishing them in their latter years. So, of course, my mother and her siblings are getting older, and they've always been close, So every summer, I always grew up at one aunt or uncle's house, for the summer for weeks at a time. They just kind of all shifted us around. Another cousin would come to my house. So my family's always been very, very close. But as, of course, as they gotten older, the traveling with the road, the distance, and, then, of course, COVID happened. They didn't get to see each other as much. And we recognized that, honestly, the only time they were really seeing each other is at funerals. And I know how my mother is about family and how her sisters are. And so a couple years ago, I decided that I just wanted to celebrate them and let them get together and feel safe, and not have to go out and about, because of their health and age and everything because of COVID. I rented a house and we just had a really great time and exchanged gifts and ate and laughed and talked, and I love hearing their stories.
This year, I said to Earica, when are you going to do another sister's trip? She said, a sister's trip? She said, I said, yeah, you're going to do another sister's trip for us, aren't you? She said, well, I'll think about it. And she did. And I mean, we had so much fun.
So now, it appears that this is annual, and I gotta be honest, I don't have a problem with it. I love it. I love being able, I thank God, first of all, that I'm in a situation in my life that I can do it. And so to be able to bring them together and allow them that time, that quality time with each other, and me and my cousins, all my girl cousins get together and we kind of cater to them and fix breakfast or lunch or take them out, have a good time. And so we do that. And, my aunts are just a hoot. And, although I know all of them love the Lord with all their heart, soul, and mind. Listen, them ladies is nothing to joke with. Like, the conversations could go, sometimes I'm like, is this, like, they talk worse than my friends. Like, what did you say, lady? I call them the dirty old ladies. Like, what did you just ask me that question? Like, they're very blunt. So that was really cool. And, you know, showing my appreciation for how they basically helped raise me, and I'm the woman I am today because of those women.
Next time on Ears Girls.
It's scary. Like, literally, one day my sister woke up and could not see.